protests against police brutality continue here in southeastern Kentucky. We'll take you live to Corbin. And an uptick in cases reported in Kentucky as one local COVID-19 hotspot celebrates a major milestone.
Scattered storms continue this evening and into tomorrow. I'll have a look at that forecast right now at 6.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
Good evening again. I'm Steve Hensley. Today, Governor Andy Beshear announced 295 new COVID-19 cases and 8 new deaths here in Kentucky. That's a sharp uptick from recent reported cases. More than 10,700 Kentuckians have contracted the virus. The death toll now up to 458. More than 3,300 people have recovered. A bit of good news out of Jackson Manor in Annville. Jackson County Judge Executive Shane Gabbard took to Facebook today to announce that the nursing home is now, quote, COVID-19 free. Gabbard says the last negative case came in today. They are now organizing a drive-through parade next Friday at 3 p.m. Another 42,000 Kentuckians filed for unemployment benefits last week. Nationwide, the number was close to 2 million. The total number of people receiving jobless aid increased slightly to 21.5 million. That's down from a peak of nearly 25 million 2 weeks ago, but still a historically high level. Economists say scattered rehiring is offsetting only some of the ongoing layoffs caused by the pandemic.
Well, a few scattered showers and storms have been popping up this afternoon. Some have been on the strong side so far. We have not seen any of those severe storms pop up. Some of us, though, have just been dealing with that sunshine throughout the day. We'll go ahead and take you up to a few of those cameras first. As we look over into Whitesburg, starting to see kind of that mixture of sun and clouds over there. They have been on the dry side throughout the day. As we look on top of Jackson, also have kind of been on that drier side, starting to see more clouds creep in. 81 degrees right now, feeling like 84 with that higher dew point. A lot of us starting to at least see temperatures drop a little bit into the lower 80s, 70s down into parts of that Cumberland Valley. And those dew points, though, upper 60s, lower 70s, so uncomfortable to oppressive. So starting to feel a little bit on the sticky side out there. As we look at pinpoint Doppler, starting to see some heavier downpours, especially up into the Big Sandy region. As we look up into that Moorhead region, they've been dealing with a lot of rain, but I'm going to zoom in on this storm that we are seeing up just a little bit west or east, of West Liberty, and it's just a pretty heavy downpour over there. I'm looking at it on my phone as well, maybe just a little bit of rotation in it. We're going to keep an eye on this storm. It's not severe stormed or not severe warned yet. It's going to be moving into parts of northern Johnson County, so that's a storm to kind of keep an eye on. Definitely packing a punch, heavy rain, lots of lightning and thunder, so we'll continue to keep an eye on this storm. But most of the storms have just been producing heavy rains. Localized flooding could be an issue heading into the rest of the evening hours. I'll have a look at the rest of that Friday and weekend forecast coming up in a little bit.
All right. Thank you very much, Paige. Senator Rand Paul of Kentucky is receiving attention for his view on an anti-lynching bill. The bill would make lynching a federal crime, but the bill includes a 10-year penalty for fights resulting in cuts, abrasions, and bruises. Senator Paul is calling that a conspiracy charge and a disservice to actual lynching victims. He wants it out of the bill before he votes for it. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell could take some procedural steps and force a vote. At this point, Senator McConnell's office has not commented on any plans like that for this bill. Louisville Mayor Greg Fisher is ending the city's curfew starting tonight. Fisher says he received concerns about the curfew, that it was an inconvenience and not evenly enforced. He says it helped identify peaceful protesters and allowed officers to be where they were needed. Louisville police today also released video of several incidents of looting in the past few days. Today we learned that troopers from a local Kentucky State Police post will be heading to Louisville to assist officers there. KSP Post 10 received the call today and is sending several troopers up. Post 10 covers Knox, Bell, and Harlan counties. Back here in eastern Kentucky, we are seeing peaceful protests continue to pop up across the region. The city of Corbin has been home to multiple, and that's where WYMT's Connor James is live tonight. Connor?
Yeah, Steve, tonight will be the third peaceful protest here in the city of Corbin. Now, I'm told it'll start at 6:30, but there are a few people here right now. I'm actually going to get out of the shot just to kind of show you that. A small group of about 4 people right now here at Nibrock Park in downtown Corbin. Now, what you'll kind of see here is just a few signs that say basically honk if you support Black Lives Matter. And in the few minutes they've been here, we've been hearing definitely some honking. Now, this was organized by Kentuckians for Change. Earlier, I talked with city officials, and they say these peaceful demonstrations are welcomed.
Just small protests is what they've been so far. This one is supposed to be, they're just meeting in Nibrock Park and they're going to pray for a few minutes and then a couple of people speaking. That's what we were told by one of the organizers. So that's all we really know.
And Steve, I'd be remiss to say that back in 1919, Corbin was home to some race riots here when the people in this town essentially rounded up about 200 black men, women, and children, put them in a train and sent them to Knoxville. Now, nearly 101 years later, it's obviously a much different tone here. Steve?
All right, Connor, thank you. Today, the Kentucky River District Health Department posted on Facebook about so-called pressed pill overdoses increasing. WYMT's Dakota Makris met with health department officials and has more on what this means for our region.
There's a drug in eastern Kentucky that's becoming a problem.
We're starting, to see more overdoses. Our partnerships with law enforcement and our local officials, we work with them closely and track what's going on.
Pressed pills look like normal pills, such as Xanax.
Typically what they use is fentanyl or some other substance, and press a pill that looks very similar to Suboxone or Lortabs or something of that nature.
Health officials tell him these pills are made in other countries and imported in.
Different locations, but the trafficking pipeline is making its way throughout eastern Kentucky.
Those who use pharmacy-grade pills do not know the dangers of these drugs.
When they use one of these counterfeit pills, they do the same thing, and they get a much higher level of an opioid in their system and causes them to overdose.
For those addicted to pills, Operation Unite says there is help.
Reminding them that they are loved, working hard to reduce the stigma of addiction, encouraging them to use effective coping strategies.
Encouraging local partners and agencies to carry Narcan to help save a life.
Highlights the importance of using Narcan and everybody being trained and having a Narcan kit available.
Both agencies working hard to help bring awareness and education to this epidemic. Dakota Makris, WYMT, Mountain News.
Operation Unite has a treatment line you can call for help. That number is 1-866-90-UNITE. We will have other resources over on our website at WYMT.com as well. Cleanup efforts are underway at Thankful Hearts Food Pantry in Pikeville. As we told you first yesterday, the pantry lost several of its supply trailers during a fire, and workers are now trying to clean it up and assess the damage. They say the loss is hitting them hard, but will hit the community even harder.
We are sad and heartbroken, and we have a big job in front of us. There's a lot to clean up, and it's going to take a while to get back to where we were. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to give our food out tomorrow, and a lot of families depend on that.
An online donation link is available on the Pantry Facebook page, and organizers say they are already seeing the community support. On Monday night, we told you about a boy who was killed in an accidental shooting in Lee County. Kentucky State Police say 9-year-old Jeremiah Fox was target shooting with his friends and family when the gun malfunctioned. Now family and friends are starting fundraisers to help pay for his funeral. The community has raised more than $7,500 on a GoFundMe page. A friend of the family, Katrina Spencer, is putting together a raffle to help with expenses. She's raised more than $400, and all the money will go to the family. Musicians are ready to get back to their craft, and local venues are ready to help with that. The Mountain Arts Center is partnering with the city of Prestonsburg to host a pop-up performance at the Jenny Wiley Amphitheater. Crews are giving the stage a little TLC to host a weekend concert, providing an escape for the public and a stage for the Bedford Band.
They're a local band. They're actually out of Moorhead, but they play a lot around here. They recorded their album here at the Mountain Arts Center, so they're eager to get out and play, and we're eager to produce an event.
The concert is Saturday night at 8 p.m. and organizers will enforce social distancing guidelines. Those planning to attend are also encouraged to wear a mask. Johnson Central Principal Noel Crum is this year's Principal of the Year. The Kentucky Association of Secondary School Principals awarded Crum that title. He has served the county for 25 years in different capacities. Crum says the students and staff he works with are the reason he gets to do the job every morning, adding that any of his success is due to the great people he has by his side.
Credit for this award goes to our amazing staff here at Johnson Central and our outstanding students. We have had so much success in the past couple of years.
Crum says those people and their accomplishments make Johnson Central the best high school in the state.
The heat and humidity continue tomorrow along with some scattered storms. I'll have a look at your Friday and weekend forecast coming up.
And how you can help WYMT feed families in need, all from the comfort of your own living room. And we'll introduce you to one former coal miner hoping to bring business back to his street, one haircut at a time.
When you see